and welcome to Louise Knits Podcast episode 2. I'm Rebecca Louise, and in this podcast series I share what I'm making in knit and crochet and maybe possibly some spinning, which is a skill I'm learning this year and hoping to take into the new year as well. So today in this episode I'm going to be showing you some finished projects, some things I've got works in progress and some acquisitions. So I'll get started with my first finished object, which is these two little grey wrist warmers. I just freehanded these and made increases to insert a little section from the form. They fit really nice, they're just what I wanted, something just nice and easy to go over the hand and the wrist, and they match two other pieces that I've made as well, a scarf and a hat. So now I have a 3-piece, just nice plain stockinette grey set to wear because it's awfully cold outside. And this is using WAK Finita yarn and their Touch Me Mohair held together. There's those. Really happy that the set's complete because now I get to wear all 3 pieces together. Okay, second finished object is this. This is the tall staple beanie by New Wave Knitting, and I made this for my dad. It's going to be his Christmas present. I still need to block it and then of course get it wrapped, but I'm really happy with it. It knitted up fairly quickly. I don't think I'm the fastest knitter in the world, but I did get it finished and that's what matters. Yeah, really great pattern, understood all of it really well. I really recommend it if you want sort of like tall beanie type hat. I've also made the short staple beanie as well. Again, brilliant pattern. They're all made to measure, and those Google sheets that Jeanette has included in the pattern, which make all the maths really easy to understand. Highly recommend if you're looking for a really nice simple beanie pattern, because it's really good. Okay, my last finished object, because I've only got 3 finished objects. It feels like a really small amount, but one of my works in progress has completely taken over my life, so once I explain that, you'll know why I haven't got many finished objects, because even though it's been about a month, just over a month since I did my last podcast, and I'm still working on something that was included in that. So last finished object, and then I'll talk about my works in progress. I've been making these really cute little Christmas ornaments on a tree. This is just a little knit jumper that I came up with in Sandnes Garn Pure Gynt, and then these really pretty stars. Focus. There we go. It's not really coming up, but these are in like a sparkly cotton yarn by We Are Knitters. I think it's just the Sparkly Cotton, and I made 2 of those. I'm hoping to make some more little Christmas objects. I did get the pattern for Speckle Strict bauble with the smiley face. I'll include a picture. I'm hoping to make one of those, let's say over Christmas instead of by Christmas, because deadlines aren't my favourite thing right now. Okay, let's move on to my works in progress. So ones that are going to be really quick. Still working away on my Frame Your Face cowl by Andrew Morey of Daughter Fibres Knits, and not a lot of progress, I will admit. I'm hoping to get back to it this week. and hopefully finish it by the end of the year. A bit more detail on that in my last podcast episode, if you want to know the details, but I'm just using Bien Aimee's corrie worsted. That's right. Okay. Also from Andrew Murray is the framed sweater. I have cast it on. I've done my ribbing, and really happy with how the ribbing's working up. I've started some of the colour work, and I'm using really lovely stitch marker, which matches the design because it's also a quilted star in poly clay, and that is by Soft Spoken, and she has really lovely stitch markers and earrings, I think, on her Etsy shop. I will link everyone I've mentioned and all patterns and anything I've included in the information below. So more progress needed there. Okay, but the ultimate thing that has consumed me this month is the checkered cardigan, which, as you can see, now has sleeves. So in my last episode, it was blocking and I could only show a picture of it because it was on the floor, but got off, and I have spent a few weeks figuring out the decreases for the sleeve. This was the third attempt, so a lot of knitting and only one small result, but very happy with the decreases. They seamed really well. It fits lovely. I'm hoping for a little bit of growth in blocking, just to have it just come over my hand, so that it can be just fitted really nicely to the arm and the hand. And yeah, really happy with the sleeves. It's really starting to come together, and it's really starting to look like a garment, which I'm just really loving. And the reason we aren't finished yet is because I'm currently working on the button band. Oh, there we go. Don't know if you can, it's very hard to show. There you see that part is separate. So I started on the button band. I've only gotten up to the ribbing so far, and I'm working out where I want the buttons to go, and again, never done it before, so whole new skill, taking a lot of time to really research, practice, and having a go on the garment itself. I'm quite hopeful that it will be finished soon. I don't mind doing the double knitting for the button band, which is the style I've chosen to do. It's okay, not too tedious, which I was a little bit worried about. And then of course just the collar at the top, and then hopefully final block, buttons on, and it should be finished. And I'm hoping it's everything I wanted it to be, because it's taking a lot of hours and days and weeks, but hopefully it will be done soon and it'll all be worth it, because it's coming out really well on camera, which is great, because it looks lovely in person, and when I've been trying it on, it does feel really warm, which is great. It's everything I wanted from a cardigan, so really proud of the progress. Just that last stitch effort and I can finally officially say that it's finished. So yes. And the yarn that I've used for this self-drafted cardigan is by Sandnes Garn Pure Gynt in their jelly bean green colour and off-white, all of which I will link below. Okay, something else I wanted to feature in my works in progress on this episode was something I'm really excited about that I'm yet to start, but I just wanted to talk about it because like I said, I'm really excited. I've been chosen to take part in the test knit for Abby's scarf by Bridget's show of BZB Knits, and I'm really excited because I'm going to be making a modified version of the scarf. I'll include a picture of the sample that was put out, and yeah, I'm really excited. It looks so textured and fun, and I love the stripe elements. And I've decided to use Bien Aimee's, and it's the Merino Super Sock. I have 4 colours, which I'll show you here now. Really beautiful, earthy, autumnal tones, and yeah, I'm really excited to see how it goes. This is a fingering weight yarn, so the reason I went for the modified version is so I could work around my tension and my gauge to really get the yarn to work with the structure of the scarf and the different stitches and all stuff like that. So a little bit of learning, a little bit of a challenge, which I definitely like, and I know that it pushes me forward to keep going. So I'm really excited. I'm going to get it started over Christmas, and yeah, it's going to be really fun. Okay, so that's it for my works in progress this month. Cannot wait to finish the cardigan. I must admit, it's really taking up a lot of brain space right now. So, some acquisitions. I don't have very many, certainly not as many as in the last episode, because that was a lot. So one thing I do have is I have socks, by Coop Knits in their colour Quartz, and I'm going to be holding it with Drops Kid Silk, one of Drops' mohairs in Marzipan, and with these held together I'm going to make the Clematis sweater by Emma Knits. Again, really excited. I love the feature of the button bind being diagonal across the garment instead of central, and I've done some swatching already, and I had a few colour choices that I was thinking about, and I don't know if you can really, oh, you can see it there. That top one is just slightly darker than that other white colour in the middle, and this is the one that I'm going to be doing it in. This is the Quartz and the Marzipan held together. It's really lovely off-white sort of cream colour, and then I'm going to be using these lovely little flower shaped buttons, and I'm really hopeful. Let's try and see if I can show you that better. There we go. And very cute, and undergarment on the needles soon to be. So something else that I have is I got the Cammy's Yarn and Tea Club for November, which is this beautiful colourway called Gynt, and it is based on the myth of a Gynt, and it's absolutely beautiful. And unlike when I usually get a hang and it's so pretty that I don't want to ball it and I've got no idea what to do with it, that hasn't happened. Have a little plan. So it maybe become part of a shawl that I've been working on in the back of my head, and as you can probably tell, too many ideas, not enough time. So I don't know when, but it will become part of a shawl. And so I got it in the fibre. This is 100% baby llama in fingering weight, non-super wash, 400 meters, and I do know that I think some of the sets are still on sale on the website. If you're interested, I will link all of that below. So another Yarn and Tea Club, done. The tea that came with it was chamomile, which was really, really lovely. I do have the December Yarn and Tea Club. Currently it's in the mail, and I think what I might do is I might film unboxing it, and I'll add some footage of doing that onto this video, because then that finishes off the year really, really nicely with the last Yarn and Tea Clubs by Sakami, because as I've said in the past, I absolutely love the colours that they use to dye and the whole aesthetic behind it, and I think the folklore concept for the Yarn and Tea Clubs was just really, really lovely, and I'm excited to see what they do for next year's theme. I think it'll be really interesting. So I will add the footage of unboxing the December Yarn and Tea Club by Sakami now. So here we have the December Sakami's Yarn and Tea Club, which is, of course, the main theme was folklore, and as you can see, I'm not even going to try pronouncing that. This is what the colourway is themed on, the tale of Senakura Chaka. Nope, that didn't sound right. And here is the lovely yarn in that colourway. Absolutely beautiful colours, as you can see. And I got this in 100% baby llama fingering weight non-super wash, 400 metres at 100 grams. And then the tea by Pacoti in Edinburgh is apple and cinnamon. Really, really excited to try some of that. I also got, in this order, some of the Lucky Dips that Sakima has in their shop. This one was a little bit special because this was an extra one that they've put in my order. Really, really sweet. And then we've got this one, which is 100% Corriedale in fingering weight, non-super wash. And again, really, really beautiful. These little speckles of colour. And then a really, really lovely one. This is 75% baby Zuri alpaca and 25% silk in a lace weight, non-super wash. Really, and both of those are 80 metres by 25 grams. So very, very happy with all of that. Okay, that's everything. Not as full as I would have liked it. I would have liked to have finished more things, I'll be honest, but it's getting colder, it's turning into those darker months, we're naturally slowing down, so the fact that my knitting's also slowing down isn't really surprising. But what's good is I have some finished pieces, I have things to work on, and I have really exciting things to cast on, so I'm happy. Okay, I will link everything down below that I've spoken about today. If you have any questions or anything you'd like to say about the things that I featured, please leave them below in the comments. Like and subscribe, and click the little bell if you'd like to know when I post again. From me at Rebecca Louise Knits, I'd like to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to anyone who's celebrating, and Happy New Year. It's been a really exciting journey starting the podcast, and it's really put me out of my comfort zone, which has been really good, but I'm really, really glad that I did it, and I can't wait to see what content I make in the new year and what other things that I have to share. Thanks everybody, Happy New Year, bye bye.